Aneurysm. Yeah, I got that aneurysm, you know? The hours rolled over. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that in the YouTube VOD. Let them mulch. Let them mulch over it. All right, where are we? These are identical files. I think I'm all right. Can aneurysm be your new mixtape? I think it'll have to be. But I'm not changing my rat name. I'm not changing my rap name from DJ Butt Spiders. I won't. I won't do it. 2 years streaming. We'll get a name one day. It's any day now. Searching for Madoka. Misaki finds herself in her own room at Rogetsu Hall and discovers a photo of herself as a child, alongside a woman with no face. I wish I could get a rat. No, not in Alberta, you can't. Does this woman have any connection with the girl in black? Hang on, White Oak, I'll check it. Hang on. Misaki feels that if she could only meet this woman, her own past would become clear. My special friend. Okay. Alright, let's scroll up here. I don't have rats. I don't have special friends. You're my special friend. Are you a rat? Can you get a short synopsis of the story up until now? I think Sly would probably be best suited to that, but I'm going to try. Don't beat me to it, Sly. Just fix my mistakes afterwards. Let's see if I can play telephone with my own playthrough. Alright, I got harassed by the cops right now, or I'll see you on route right now. I don't know, maybe. I'm withholding judgment for now. I think I need to, like, see some footage. You know? It's a little bit of footage. Okay, so, you know, as we all know, Fatal Frame games, because I'm an expert now that I've played 1.5 of them, Fatal Frame games are all about rituals that have gone wonky. So on this island, there's like a nursing home / orphanage for wayward children, and you know, they all have medical issues. One of them is the lunar syndrome or whatever, moon sickness. I forget what it's called already. Doing well so far. And you know, the doctors there are like, we got to fix this. We got to figure out how all this stuff works. Moonlight syndrome, there it is. And they do all kinds of weird stuff to try and fix it, you know, like playing music and giving them psychic lobotomies, you know, just all normal stuff. And of course, there's they you know, through all of this bullshit and probably some other bullshit, they discovered the Rogetsu Kagura, which is a well, they didn't discover it. It's a festival that happens every year, I guess. I don't know. And they do like some dancing and some rituals where like young girls put on masks and shit and like dance around. But then they learned like this is based on a much older ritual called the Descent. And so they started implementing, you know, more accurate aspects of the ritual to the Rogetsu Kagura, and that's when it caused an incident, and now we've got little girl ghosts with fucked up faces trying to insinuate that I'm bad at my job. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, now fix all my mistakes, Sly. Just fix them all up. Get them all fixed. Let's see now. Probably the first step is to leave this room. You know, I am an expert in my field. No mistakes? You just didn't mention about the five. Oh, yeah. Okay, 5 girls. Okay, so there were 5 girls that were involved in all of this stuff, like, several years ago, right? I want to say, like, maybe 9 years ago, maybe around there. And, you know, they went through this ritual, and all sorts of stuff happened, but for whatever reason, they left. They were secreted away back into normal society to live their lives, and I assume they completely forgot what happened here. However, the siren call of the Rogetsu Kagura is loud in their psychic ears, and it's calling them back. It's called back 2 of them, at least, back to the island. And we're playing as one of them. Misaki, Aso, and Ruka Yomotsuki? Do I have that one right? They did forget. That's why we're getting flashbacks. Yeah. See, I know what's up. 3 of them came back. Madoka. Right. But she ghosted. She was in the prologue, right? She was the one that got flapped around in the prologue. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Oh yeah, we got spirit stones, doggy. We got to make this camera obscura big and fat. Stevie Nicks and her wheelchair zombie sister are my favorite. I'm sure we're gonna run into her some more. Bow, strength. Make that a little bit more damage. Big and fat like a flashlight. Hell yeah. I don't know, man. You're the one playing. Yeah, but I'm, you know. That's right, Beatloaf. I am playing. I am the one playing. I feel like I hadn't gotten that one before, but all right, that's fine. Right off the bat, huh? Right off the flippin' bat. Well, we're just gonna run around until we start getting some clues. You know, usually a ghost will flip us the bird or something. It's usually the way of these things. Okay, well, you know, my assumption is this is not the. It's not the move. Just go in circles until ghosts appear, apparently. That's been my strat so far. And look, we're on chapter 8. I mean, it's going nicely. Have confidence in you. You're a handsome man. Oh, you're a handsome man. Oh. What's your story? What's going on up there? What have you got to say for yourself, young lady? Oh. I don't like that. Just gonna wiggle and jiggle. Hi. Okay, I don't trust you. I don't trust whatever that was. You got all. It's no. No, I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna get her with the big one. Bow. Can't really tell how much damage this is doing. Not nearly as much damage as the flashlight. Hell has a weird date. Look at her oogity and boogetying over here. Can't trust that. She's so uncomfortable. Hey, Jazz, welcome. Ah! Too close. That's way too close. Boundaries. I've got boundaries. You must respect them. We're gonna use a little bit more powerful film here. Toxic gossip train hanging from the roof and you're freaking me out. Man, these cameras suck. The girls need to get their hands on a flashlight. You know what I'm saying? That's the new hotness. This, old and busted. Oh, okay. So there was the fatal frame, I guess. Whew. Tired me out a little bit. I still have health, though, yeah? Yeah, I'm healthy. Thanks a lot. I missed you, too, even though you are not only in streams. I have been a bit bussy lately. Bussy Sako. Crawling on the ceiling ghosts. I love it. My least favorite and favorite ones are in Deadly Premonition at the same time. Thank you for the clips. You want to be BFFs with all the creepy ghosts? They're surprisingly well behaved in this one, except the staircase ones. The ones in narrow staircases can absolutely go fuck themselves 20 times. I mean that courteously, of course, with all due respect. All right, it seems like there's a little bit of a hullabaloo in here, possibly. Possibly some kind of an item. I heard the sound. I heard it go off. Talk about a game I like. PS2? Alright, hang on. Just give me a second. Let's see now. What do I like on the PlayStation 2? See, it's hard to know what I've already talked about. I should keep like some kind of a like an Excel spreadsheet or something. Well, at the risk of having said this already, actually, I might have said that one already. Well, shucks. Steambot Chronicles. I probably talked about that one already too. It's like I like 5 PS2 games, but now I'm gonna bring it out. So, you know, I did talk about Steambot Chronicles. I was gonna pick Gitaru Man, and I feel like I picked that one out too, but it's fine. Hang on. Yeah, it's pretty wacky out here. Pale gets caught by a hand at the very end, even though there are now half a dozen cues. Shh, shh, shh. Okay. So this is this right here, this game that I totally have the correct lighting for, is called Steambot Chronicles. It's really rare at this point. I think it's pretty hard to come by. In Japan, it's called Bumpy Trot. Possibly outside of North American regions, in PAL, it might also be called Bumpy Trot. Basically, what you do in this game is nothing. Like, you just really there's no point to this. Like, you end up on an island, I guess, and you can do like some excavating. You can play various musical instruments on the street. You know, do a little bit of busking, get some money in your pocket to buy some clothing items and machine parts for your steambot, for your little robot mech that you pilot around. And there's like mech battles, and there's concerts that you can play, and you know, it's just wacky, just a wacky little game, and I really like it. There is another one on PSP that I've not been able to get my hands on. You can busk literally in like stores, if I recall, at least in taverns. Yeah, you can pretty much do it anywhere you want. And there's a lot of different instruments, and they all like play differently. I mean, of course, you're still using a PlayStation 2 controller, but there's like a harmonica, a violin, a cello, bass guitar, piano. What else? There's just like a bunch. There's a bunch of instruments that you can just whip out in the middle of nowhere and start playing them. You remember me showing you some of the songs? Yeah, and then like I said, you can perform concerts, and you can kind of like pick what instruments everyone uses, including yourself. So it's from the same 5 or 7 songs, I think, that are available in the game, but they'll sound different depending on the instrument composition. So yeah, it's neato. It's a pretty neato game. Steambot Chronicles. Thank you for redeeming that, Papa Beatlove. So you can be like Dandelion from Witcher? Absolutely you can. Yeah, it's super cool. It's a super cool little game. I think there's also like a morality system where you can either be like a bad boy or a good boy. I'm not entirely certain what that affects, really. You know, we activated an item of some kind. I know we did. I heard it. I heard the sound it made. And I'm actually quite offended that this game continues to sit here and tell me that it doesn't exist. But okay. I totally utilize both options and totally don't feel bad being a dick. I just have 2 save files, you know. I even made my bad character have a bad looking mech, like a mean looking mech, like a rude boy, you know. Every time I try to be a bad character, I fold. Well, I mean, I stick to the bit because I try to get all the trophy achievements, you know. I heard an item again. Jeez, this game is like... game's gaslighting me. Did it say, like, what we want to be doing? I know that I read the preamble, but that was, like, minutes ago. And, it's too far away. Temporally. No? Okay, so I'm just meant to basically run around until something happens. Perfect. Alright, this is the super spicy room that I really don't like. With its super spice vibes. Yeah, there's nothing going on in here, though. Like, it sounds so spicy, but it's just like a very milquetoast room. You know? Do you have more accessories for this girl? I think, yeah, I have to beat the game and unlock the challenge mode, I guess. You love that room? It's a very it's a very atmospheric room. Definitely provokes some feelings. The dress mannequin is pretty upsetting. The first time you go in, it just looks at you, you know. Okay, so I looked it up. You have to take pics of ghosts. Oh, thank goodness. You know, I was gonna wander around for like another hour, but now that I know to do that, it's basically problem solved. Okay, I'm gonna try going down the stairs. That seems like the best course of action now. Wouldn't be the first time Discord crashed someone's system. Right, I forgot. Ableism. Okay, well, what floor are we on right now? I think we're on the 3rd floor. Let's see if we can't go to the 4th floor. Or maybe just... That's where we came from, for sure. Okay. I'll get this. There we go. Hello. Wait, really? Alright, no, that's cool, man. I love that for myself. Also wasted some film. Everything's going well. See, we can go to the 4th floor now. I'm very good at video game. I guess when I line up a shot, I should make sure that the reticle is blue. So, you know. LOL. We learn by doing. Can't believe Pale hates Brendy and the ink machine or whatever. Again? Whoops. I forgot. This isn't the... Oh, boy. Oh, you tried. You tried. You thought you got me. You thought you got me with my pants down. Well, joke's on you. That is not what happened. But now I only have one shotgun left, so we're going to switch back to small film. Oh, we have a pants check. How dare you? How dare you do this to me? I'm so vulnerable right now. I'm Oh, I'm not wearing pants. Look at these knees. They're bare. They're just so bare. Exposed to the elements. It's absolutely disgusting. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Apparently there's still some other stuff. I do like other stuff. Aha! It's all coming together now. Alright, we got a logbook. 4th floor isolation room, report number 1. Regarding the woman in the isolation room, it's embarrassing to say this, but I simply can't remember her face. I have an impression that she's quite pretty, but I don't know what her face looks like. I can't remember it. This is unheard of for me. A nurse can usually remember her patients' names and faces very easily. She's the only one I can't remember. When I try my hardest to remember her face and focus on it, my pulse quickens and I feel as though I'm losing sight of myself. If feels like my mind is a radio and someone is playing with the tuning dial. Watch Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny in theaters now. What should I do? Am I really fit to be in charge of the 4th floor? I don't think I'm cut out for this position. Please consider transferring me to another task. I beg you. I do like other M. 2023 after I doctor some audio. How dare you? You should do it, though. It'd be very funny. I did it for him by reading it. Yeah, no, he completely got me. You know, if he made his name into some kind of a horrible hate speech thing, I'd be the streamer that just says it out loud for him. No cap. There's a lot in here, allegedly. Whole lot. Hello? Can I come in? This will go fine. Hello? Okay, bye. Hey, wait a minute, let me in! You can't just do that to me. Wow. Me ordering Uber Eats. That was incredibly antisocial. I don't think I appreciate that one bit. Alright, let's try another way. If there even is another way. Oh, that's like all that's up here, huh? It's just her. It's just her up in here. This whole floor is dedicated to her. Well, that's fantastic. Oh, hello. I still need this. I guess we're just going to listen to the phone ring while I read this. God damn it. Fourth floor isolation room report 2. I saw Misaki with that doll again yesterday. Most likely, the patient on the fourth floor gave her own doll to Misaki. Both of them have been diagnosed as having high spiritual potential. Their spiritual senses are heightened, and they're at an increased risk of being in heaven. Someone gonna answer that! It's dangerous for two such people to be together. When their when their mental state is good, being together may help. When their mental Jesus Christ, when their mental state is good, being together may help them both stay stable. But if one of them becomes unstable, both of them are at risk of worsening their mood. Well, I have bad news for you, Frizzle. I have very bad news for you. Hey, White Oak. Well, I gotta stop everything and read us a story from this big old book of fairy tales while the phone is ringing. All right. Let's go. Hey, Pip, maybe. Still awake? You're still okay? Holy shit. Okay, let's figure out what to read here. I'm gonna read Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. How's that grab you? Page 46. It's a bit of a fat one. Okay. I have no choice. You did this, White Oak. What do you mean, please don't, with the phone? This is you. You made this happen to all of us. Mostly me. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Once upon a time, a queen sat stewing by her window. Let me just see where the controller is right now, because I don't want it to go idle. That would be bad. All right. Once upon a time, a queen sat sewing by her window. The snow was falling outside, and she watched the flakes settle on her black ebony windowsill. As she sewed, she pricked her finger with the needle, and a drop of red blood fell onto the snow. She thought to herself, I wish I had a daughter with skin as white as this snow, with lips as red as this blood, and with hair as black as this ebony. By and by, her wish came true, and she gave birth to a baby girl, whom she called Snow White. But the queen died when her baby was born. And not long afterwards, the king married again. The new queen was very beautiful, but she was an evil woman, and could not bear the idea that anyone might be lovelier than she. A magic mirror hung in her room, and each day she would look in it and ask, Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all? And the mirror would reply, You, O queen, are fairer than all. The years went by, and each day Snow White grew more beautiful, until one morning, when the queen looked yet again into her mirror and asked, Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all? It replied, You are fair, O queen, it's true, but Snow White is fairer far than you. Bars. Brrr. The queen was beside herself with hatred and jealousy, and resolved to get rid of her stepdaughter at once. She sent for a huntsman and ordered him to take the girl deep into the forest and kill her, and bring back her heart, as proof that she was dead. The huntsman rode with Snow White into the deepest part of the forest, but when he took out his knife to kill her, he was so touched by the girl's beauty and gentleness that he could not plunge its blade through her heart. I cannot kill you myself, he said, but I cannot take you back to the palace, and I fear the wild beasts of this forest will soon eat you up. He left Snow White in the forest, and on his way back he killed a deer instead, and gave its heart to the queen, who believed that it was Snow White's. Poor Snow White, meanwhile, was wandering in the dark forest, terrified. The wild beasts watched her as she stumbled through the trees, but they did not touch her. At nightfall she came to a clearing in the wood, where there was a little house. She tapped on the shutters, but no one answered. She tapped on the door, and then opened it and went inside. She found herself in a low room, with the wooden table and benches stretching the length of it. On the table were 7 bowls, 7 spoons, and 7 cups. For this was the home of the 7 dwarves, who worked in the mountains digging for gold. Snow White was so hungry that she sat down and ate a little bit of the pudding in each bowl and sipped some milk from each cup. Seriously, you couldn't just do one? You really got to just like ruin like everybody? Okay. Okay, hang on. She then went upstairs, where there was a room just large enough to hold 7 small beds. She slipped into one of them and was soon fast asleep. As the moon came up in the sky, the 7 dwarves returned. Each carried his shovel and pickaxe on his back, and his bags of gold tied to his waist with a leather strap. As soon as they set their lanterns on the table, they saw someone had been in their house. "Who has been eating our food?" they cried. Then they climbed upstairs to the bedroom and found Snow White asleep on a bed. "And who is this beautiful child?" they asked each other in delight and amazement. Then Snow White awoke and told them her story, and the dwarves felt so sorry for her that they invited her to stay with them and be their housekeeper. They warned her that she must never open the door to anyone while they were away digging in the mountains, for they feared that the wicked queen would find out she was alive and try to kill her. So Snow White stayed with the dwarves and made their beds and swept their rooms and cooked supper for them. She was very happy with the dwarves, and before long she had forgotten all about her wicked stepmother. One day, however, the queen again asked her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" And the mirror replied, "You are, O fair queen, it's true, but Snow White is fairer far than you. Deep within the forest glade, she her home with dwarves has made." Brr! The queen's face turned black with rage, appropriately, at these words. Realizing the huntsman had tricked her, she resolved to kill Snow White with her own hands. It's not racism, because it's power plus privilege, and anyway, it's too complicated right now. She disguised herself as a peddler woman and made her way to the dwarves' house in the forest. Snow White was sitting by the window, patching a jacket belonging to one of the dwarves. The queen called out to her in a rough countrywoman's voice, "Buy my buttons, ribbons, lace! Everyone will suit your face!" delighted at the chance of buying something pretty. Snow White quite forgot the dwarves' warning. She ran to open the door. "The laces on your bodice are loose, my dear," said the disguised queen. "Let me tie them up for you." And with that, she laced Snow White up so swiftly and so tightly that the girl could not breathe and fell to the ground as if she were dead. Laughing, the wicked queen hurried back to her palace, sort of like a goblin scuttle, feeling certain she had gotten rid of Snow White for good. When the dwarves came home that night, they found Snow White lying in the doorway. As soon as they lifted her up, they could see what had happened. They cut the laces on her bodice with a knife, and at once the air rushed back into Snow White's lungs, and she began breathing again. Doesn't your brain die after like 5 to 8 minutes? She told them what had happened, and the dwarves realized that the peddler woman was the wicked queen in disguise, still determined to kill her. "Never open the door to anyone again," they begged her. And Snow White promised she would not. That night, the queen went to her mirror again. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" she asked, and the mirror replied, "You are fair, O queen, it's true, but Snow White is fairer far than you. Are you getting tired of this shit yet? Like, come on now." The evil queen's blood ran cold as she heard this, and she could not rest until she made a new plan to kill Snow White. Again, she disguised herself as a peddler woman, but this time she looked completely different and much younger. When she came to the dwarves' house, she tapped on the door, and Snow White came to the window and looked out. Delighted by the combs, relatable, and jewelry the peddler woman carried on her tray, she opened the window so that she could see better. "You have such pretty things," she said, "but I can't come out to buy anything, for I've promised I won't open the door to strangers." "Take a look." "Take a look at this, my dear," urged the queen, holding up a beautiful comb made of tortoiseshell and gold. Snow White was so interested in the comb that she forgot all about her promise and came out of the house to look at it more closely. "Let me comb your hair with it," coaxed the queen, and she started to draw the comb through Snow White's shining black hair. But it had been dipped into a deadly poison, and its teeth had only to graze Snow White's scalp for the poison to take effect. She fell to the ground in a dead faint, and the queen went away smiling with hatred. That day, the seam of gold that the dwarves were mining ended sooner than they had expected. and they came home unusually early. There they found Snow White, lying as if she were dead, with the poisoned comb still in her hair. They snatched it out, and as they did so, she opened her eyes and smiled at them. When they heard what had happened, they warned her that the peddler had been her stepmother again, and begged her never to open the door to anyone again. The queen, meanwhile, had returned to the palace in triumph. She went straight to her mirror and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" But the mirror, which could only speak the truth, replied, "Your poison was whack, O queen. Snow White's beauty reigns supreme." Pum! You done, no? And at this, the enraged queen rushed to her cellar in the castle, where she kept her secret potions. There she made a poisoned apple. One side was bright red, the other green. The green side could safely be eaten, but one bite of the red side would kill in a second. Yet again, the queen disguised herself. This time she dressed as a countrywoman in ragged clothes, with a basket of apples over her arm. On top of the pile, she placed the beautifully colored poison apple. She arrived at the dwarf's house just as Snow White was drawing water from the well. But as soon as the girl saw her coming, gross, she grew frightened and ran indoors, bolting the door behind her. Then she heard the voice of the countrywoman calling, "Apples, fresh and sweet apples." And she longed to taste them. If she opened the window and kept the door shut, there could be no danger. So she opened the shutter and leaned out. Let me see your apples," she called down. "Taste this one, my pretty. It's one of the best," replied the queen, holding up the poisoned apple. Then, as the girl hesitated, she went on. "Don't be afraid to eat it. See, I'll cut it in 2 halves, one for you and one for me." She began to eat the green half, and threw the red one up to Snow White, who could not resist taking a bite. But she had no sooner put the apple into her mouth than she fell to the ground, dead. That night, the queen polished and stroked the mirror as she asked, "Mirror, mirror in my hand, who is the fairest in the land?" And the mirror replied, "Queen of beauty, you are she. None can now your rival be." When the dwarfs came home and found Snow White dead beyond reviving, they built a glass coffin, which they set among flowers nearby so they could watch over her day and night. One day, a young prince came riding by with huntsmen. Seeing the glass coffin, he dismounted from his horse, curious for a look at the girl inside. She seemed to be in a deep sleep, for her skin was still as white as snow, her lips as red as blood, and her hair as black as ebony. Her beauty enchanted him. It says enchanted him. "Let me carry the coffin away with me," he begged the dwarves. "I will give you greater riches than you could ever hope to dig out of these mountains." "No," the dwarves replied. "She is worth more to us than all the gold in the world." But at last, when they saw that the prince had fallen in love with their dear Snow White, they took pity on him and gave him the coffin as a present. Very sus. Very, very, very sus. The prince told his huntsmen to carry the glass case carefully to his palace. But as they were lifting it up, one of them stumbled over a root, and the jarring made the piece of apple fall from between Snow White's lips. She awoke and sat up, looking about in her amazement. The prince told her everything that had happened, and then asked her to become his wife. And Snow White, who had loved him the moment she set eyes on him, happily agreed. A great feast was held in honor of their marriage, and one of the guests invited was the wicked queen. As she robed herself for the banquet, she asked the mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of us all?" And the mirror replied, "Fairer than you was rarely seen, but Snow White too is now a queen. Your fairness then is nothing worth. Now Snow White's radiance fills the earth." Bitch. When she heard this, the queen smashed the mirror in pieces to the ground. Fair. And she was also filled with a jealous rage that her heart burst, and she fell down dead. But Snow White and her prince lived happily ever after. The end. And the moral of the story is, just stop trying to kill people that you're jealous of. It doesn't lead to positive outcomes. You know? Just don't do it. Okay, before I read chat and get us out of this hell, and before I do the meows, I'm going to finish this real quick. Get this phone out of our lives, because Papa Beatloaf is a monster. He's a maniac. When their mental state is good, being together may help them both stay stable, but if one of them becomes unstable, both are at risk of worsening their Moonlight Syndrome. I'm particularly worried about the effect that she, in her current state, might have on Misaki. Papa Beat Monster, please keep careful watch over Misaki and ensure that the two of them do not meet. Okay, we got a map. New building, 4th floor status, end of July. Room 412, Frozen Moon, isolation room. This is the only room on the 4th floor. No, the patient is in an extremely dangerous condition. Report to the director immediately if she shows any sign of deterioration or becomes agitated. Calling her by name or looking at her face are forbidden, as both can cause her condition to worsen. Bearing in mind the recent death of one of the nurses, staff are advised for their own safety to avoid prolonged contact with the patient. If any of the nurses feel their mood or physical condition get worse, they should discontinue duties immediately. The corridor to the isolation room is sealed with a gate, which can be opened by unlocking it from the nurse station. Please note that it is not possible to enter the isolation room with just the master key. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, let's answer the phone, shall we? Shall we answer the phone? Can I answer the phone? Yo, can your boy answer the phone? There we go. Whew. That's a very, very obstinate ghost. Oh, hey, Nikki. Sorry, I've been swamped for the last couple minutes. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Happy to have you here. Holy shit. All right. Well, she seems to be doing well. Let's try and go back in there. Holy cow! You can thank Beatloaf and White Oak for all of that. Make sure that they know how much you love that they just did that. That's totally fair. I was only fussed because I was waiting for my usual lie. My lie? I don't lie. Me? Never. Wouldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Let's catch up on chat real quick, because we missed quite a bit during that whole thing. I was tricked. I'm sorry. Well, I remind the court stenographer and chat that the story redeem stops me in the middle of whatever I'm doing. So, keep that in mind going forward. Okay, leftover spicy chicken. Good snack. I thought you could pause and it would shut up. Nah. I'm stewing by my window. I'm calling to tell Pale to fuck his mother. Okay, fuck your mom. It was good. For context, I got an Indian scam call at the start of one of my streams, and when I let him know I wasn't interested, he told me to fuck my mom. Okay. Fuck your mom. The queen died. I'm glad Pale took my advice to start doing ASMR on stream. You know what I do. Practically falling asleep. I regret everything. Nice Waka impression, Pale. That sounded just like him. This will be a great memory to retell. Fairy tales with a ringing phone annoying people. We had a really great one when I was doing Final Fantasy VII Remake, where President Shinra was dangling off the building and he's just like, help! Help me! I'm falling! Get me up! Help me! And it was just that for like 20 minutes. So, we're keeping the tradition alive. Stop! The ghosts are annoyed as fuck. Imagine if Ghost Hunter shows were like this. Ghosts don't like being ignored. She's so insistent. She let that phone ring at least 200 times. That's why when I get spooked, I try to go to bed. Ignore them, don't acknowledge them. For reals, I hang up after more than 10 rings. That's more than me. Mine is 5 tops. They die like Tinkerbell. Is this Grimm Fairy Tales version? No, I have this book of fairy tales retold by Bridget Hathaway. The reason why we started doing this is because a lot of these stories were written in this book was made in the 50s. This book is from the 50s. So there's terms like Jew harp and, some other flagrant terms that we don't really use anymore today, and I thought it would be funny. That'd be funny to read some of these. Let's see, I hope so. Breaking and entering. Snow White is gangster. She's a little empty in the head, though. Pestacular, welcome to the stream. Hey, baby, it's Ashley. Miss you so much. Jackson says hi too. Well, you came at a great time. You're probably not here anymore, though, but likewise. Miss you also. Keep messaging me to undo that curse. Snow White eats pudding. Lesbian confirmed. True. She tapped on the door, but no one answered. She called on the phone, but no one answered. Does anyone have enough to make him tell us another story? Well, see, here's the thing. I'm only human. And because I'm only human, I'm I'm the kind of person who sets limits. You can only redeem one story per person per stream. God damn it. Snow White then recites the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme. Hey, Nikki. This professionalism. I did my best. Oh, there we go. Thank you for the sub, Nikki. Welcome. Welcome back to the Pee Pee Poo Poo Squad, which is a working title. I'll change it later. It's such a dumb name. Like, I was just talking earlier about how it's time. It's time to change it. And I will. Very shortly. It's not a lie. It's going to happen. It'll happen any day now. I mean it. I mean it. Beats do you black with rage? I get black with everything and everyone. He does. I've seen it. Buy my book, suspiciously pretty girl. I ruined my favorite redeem, and I blame you. Goblin Slayer 2 season 2 announced. I imagine that the Queen's scuttling. Oh wow, there's a lot of chats. I imagine the Queen's scuttling was like a Bloodhound night in Elden Ring. Absolutely, that's exactly what it was like. She couldn't unlace her own clothes. No, it's too tough. Too tough to do. Do you think she's a peasant? Jeez, undress myself. Lots of meows. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, that was like all 20 meows, I think. Queen is trying to sell multi-level marketing to Snow White so she can multiply both their money by 7. You know, you can't multiply your money more than 7, just like you can't fold a piece of paper more than 7 times. Like it's a universal rule. Sly took all the meows. No, it was Beatloaf. Beatloaf, he drained the bank. Gosh, she's thick, like oatmeal. Not gonna lie, haven't absorbed much of the story because reasons. Fair. Your poison was whack. Glad you like my little editorializations there. Maybe sometimes nature doesn't want us to save our Snow Whites. I would kill our Snow White, dumb apples. Poison apples are sneaky because doctors are apple phobic. Yeah, they can't tell. They'd never be able to catch apple poison. Who is the fattest in the land? Me. Bigger than a cassowary or an ostrich. Why is Prince carrying spiders from Australia, though? It's his hobby. He wants a little necro action. This is messed up. Wait, he didn't kiss her? Disney! Yeah, Disney introduced a bit of a no-no into the story. A little bit. See, I think the mirror didn't have to say that, exactly like that. He was tired, dude. Could you imagine? Can you imagine someone asking you the same damn question with the same damn answer every flippin' day, sometimes multiple times, and you just have to sit there and deal with it day in, day out? It's worse than retail. Almost. I almost died from jealousy. Now catch up on meows. Oh, I did. This is purgatory. Discontinues duties. Well, I mean, a mutiny was bound to happen. Smash the phone. I did. I smashed it with professionalism. I used to work in a call center, so. Pale had a heavy workload. I sure did. So in our capitalist hellscape, they decided not to treat nurses better, but to make them go through agencies, even to work in hospitals, so they can replace and rotate them constantly. Correct. And like other positions where you get rotated out a lot, it's probably not because of misconduct. Probably. I was referring to my monthly sub thing and the lie that tends to follow. I don't lie. I will change it later. I took White Oak to manipulation station. Chatter down the tracks of misinformation. It is fun. It's a fun sing. Unfortunately, I never apologize. So he's not going to do a drum solo? Kicks a soccer ball in your face. Are you fucking sorry? All gangsters are empty in the head. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. The lie, it appears. Lies! No. I've addressed this so many times. I wouldn't. I couldn't do it. Too often. We can't believe you did this and hacked my Twitch. See, now you've got Sly farting again, on cakes no less. You know how long it took to train her out of that behavior? A long time. Many, many days. All right, I think we're ready to play the game again. Just about. Didn't even make you pay for it. Please don't fart on the stream. That would be improper. And as we all know, this stream is very proper at all times. I'm a very proper boy. I don't know what she told me to do, by the way, so, you know. Thanks a lot, guys. Is she just, like, bad at activating things, or am I bad? Am I just, like, a bad person? Your brain isn't working anymore? No, mine neither. That was chaos. That was a lot of chaos. Okay, well, it seems like I'm just stuck here now. You know. Oh, here we go. Closed and opened. It must be a combination lock. But I don't know the combination, do I? Did they tell us? Did we learn the combination? Something about the isolation ward? That's where we are right now, actually. I thought farting on the stream was encouraged. It is the pee-pee poo-poo squad after all. Yeah, but only temporarily. You know? It's not like it's our theme or anything, you know? It's just a name, a working title. Need to actually put on my big girl panties and get some shit I've been putting off done. Sorry I can only stop by for a bit, but I'm glad I could swing by. Well, I'm glad that you swung by, and I'm glad that you were part of the madness. Thank you so much for being here, and you know, have a good one. Good luck with what you have to do. Good luck with your panties. You know, need to get into the locked room with the girl. One of those two. Yeah, I'll work on both. The thing I said the thing said you need to use controls in the nurse's room. Aha. Well, I've done that, but now. What could the password possibly be? Is this the byte of 87? How am I meant to know the password exactly? Why? There we go. Gay baby jail ward. I'm gonna pay attention to this. Oh, wow. Jeez, it's not even a puzzle, is it? Shout out to Simple Flips. I think I said that twice. So 2 shout outs to whomever that is. Temporary farts. Pale with the Canadian sorries today. I am Canadian. It's just really cold. It's not cold here. It's getting hot. When people watch FNAF in theaters, there's going to be people screaming, "Is this the bite of 87?" And it's Markiplier's fault. Yes, it is, and they will. And I will too. I'm going to go to theaters. I'm going to go to movies that aren't FNAF and yell that. Forever. For the rest of my life now. 4467. Let's make some magic. We're going to get in that room. It's just the bite of 87 me watching the Human Centipede. Hell yeah. You guys are ridiculous today. The ghosts want you to know the code they put in every day. They want you to feel their pain. Well, I feel like turnabout is fair play after what just happened. It's cold specifically in my bedroom and hot everywhere else. That's the conditions that I need. Can you get me that? Can I have some of that? Please? My daughter wants to see the FNAF film. I'm sorry. Well, you're going to have to let us know how it is. Aha! Guys, we made progress. We've done it, guys. You're going to watch FNAF illegally? Good for you. That's what I want for all of us. To commit crime! I'm endorsing crime! I'm not endorsing crime. But I am kind of endorsing crime. 4th floor, spaghetti. Why don't you perp her? Haven't I told you over and over that she keeps trying to drag me into her room? Come and see her if you don't understand what I'm talking about. She's something else now, isn't she? Her face keeps changing and she keeps trying to drag me in. She calls me. 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 Guys, does she call him? Hello. You're having the Shining flashbacks? We're getting a little bit of that for sure. Oh, golly. All right. Hello. Hey there, young lady. Oh, you're looking lovely. Oh, yeah, that's great. But now you regret your hubris. She was cute. Not anymore. Now she's just a puddle of slime. That's how I do it. That's how I leave people when they mess with me. Misaki breathing heavy over how cute she was. Yeah, she's having a little bit of a... Oh, boy, they don't have any cold showers in this place, do they? Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Why is it that some of these aren't real? The dolls. Haibara's assistant note 6. Regarding the patient in the isolation room, I observed her again today. But I feel her symptoms have reached the point of hopelessness. Hozuki dolls are specifically Hozuki? Alright. I'll try to keep that in mind. For someone like her, with such high spiritual potential, Moonlight Syndrome almost always presents with extremely severe symptoms. She may be the most extreme case yet. Her mind is on the brink of collapse. She has managed to cling feebly to some semblance of sanity by fusing her dolls and herself in her mind. Racism again, not all dolls are the same. I'm trying. The dolls, each reflecting a different part of herself, may be necessary for her to anchor her fluid and ever-fluctuating state of mind. It may be possible to use this doll transference approach to help the other patients deal with their chaotic memories. However, while giving her dolls may have some temporary effect, all it does is postpone the inevitable collapse. Fluid? Yuck. Director Haibara is desperately searching for some way to help her, but he's already tried so many things. At this point, doing anything more might only cause her pain. Well, I'm going to take some photos. That's normal. We should go inside. The person from the photo must be in this room. Hell yeah. Detective work. He doesn't live up to the high bar. It's all the way up there. Oh, she's so pretty. Look how pretty she is. Still pretty. She'll be cuter as a ghost. We'll see about that. Hello! Oh, damn, you're right. Damn, brother, are you seeing this? She's so gorgeous. She's gorgeous over here. And I know there's like a bunch of stuff for me. Just lying all over the room. All helter-skelter. All willy-nilly. Exactly. Look at all that. 3 of them. She's got more cleavage as a ghost? Okay. Ghost titties. Sakuya's diary. I put myself in the doll so that even if I forget myself, the me in the doll will tell me who I am. That was how I held on to myself, but today I asked it, what is my name? I asked and I asked, but there was no answer. Without me inside the doll, the little ones inside me get upset. They eat my insides, then they sleep. The starving little ones, I can hear them waking up. My soul broken. I am descending. Well, all right then. Spooky. Adrenaline mo moogie, and I'm not knowing woogie. Another one? I don't want you to know the nice Torgo reading. I'm doing it. I don't want you to know the pain of those who have the souls enter into them, whose sounds are consumed. You're just like me. Don't end up like me, Misaki. A world without noise. A world without noise. A world without noise. I offer my song to you. Yeah. Skeet. Down, skeet, 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 skeet. Can I get this from out here? No, I gotta turn the corner. Aaron is very queepy. He needs some eggies. Thank you for clip. The note was actually written by Future Pale after reading all the phone was going. Just lost my mind. Oh, good. Another slide puzzle. But we don't have to deal with it just yet. Because I'm Banjo. Wow. Slide puzzle. It seems like it would take a prohibitive amount of effort to type like that, just to show how crazy you are. That's how crazy you are. You put the effort in. Also like The Shining. A world without noise. No more ringing. They tell me I can't see her anymore. Noise. You've been doing the noise joke for a while. They tell me I can't see her anymore. But it feels so nice to be together with her. Feeling myself break apart is nice too, but this is different. When our two sounds play together, it feels good, and I don't feel sick. Tui has been very on my mind. Mine too, I just beat it recently. I beat Neo Tui recently. I'm the best gamer boy. By the way, I started my first day of school in Pokemon Violet. Are you guys proud of me? I started it so much that I now have a complete living dex, and I've beaten the game. Noise, noise, noise. When our two sounds play together, it feels good, and I don't feel sick. Jay Walnut isn't here? That's fine, I'll tell him after. But they said soon I won't be able to see her anymore. Those who's down in Whoville, with their roast beef. Wait, their roast beast. Shit. I don't think I can stand it if I can't see her anymore. I won't know who I am. But Mia says that I'm still me. I feel safe because Mia is here. Mia is my special friend who stays with me. Mi means the sea, like in Misaki. Ya means the night, like in Sakuya. The two of us will always be together. Don't talk about Cindy's roast beef. Roast beast loaf. Yeah, so you've got multiple usernames, should you ever need them. Don't talk about Cindy's roasters. Inappropriate. To go memorize the Grinch poem so I can humbug things harder? By all means. Maybe I will too. You're a roasty? I know that's slang. I know it is. I've seen it. Now, if you'll excuse me... Yeah, I know it's incel slang. If you'll excuse me, I have a puzzle to... Oh, God. Got a puzzle to solve. It's really making me do it. It's really making me do it. Ah, shit. Oh, we're gonna be here for the rest of time and space, guys. Oh, it's really bad. It's really bad, guys. It's really, really bad. Oh, God. Okay. I hope it doesn't reset if you leave it, so you could look. Jesus, we're gonna. Oh boy, we're gonna be here for a bit, but it's okay. It's all right, everybody. No need to panic. Okay, I think that's actually supposed to be lower. I don't know which is the right. I think I have 5 and 10 backwards. I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. Mm. Oh, what have I done? What I need is for this to get out of there. I'm going to be here for the rest of my natural-born life. Oh, that needs to be there too. Okay. Well, one thing at a time, I guess. Okay, I think... Man. Man. It's in number order, is it not? Is it? Oh, it might be. Oh, you're right, it is. Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. That might save us seconds, after all. We got control? Okay, thank you for the control. This stream's gonna go in the history books for most progress made in 2 hours. Bale's good with puzzles, it's okay. We'll get there. We will, I promise. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for redeeming control. Oh man, I didn't know this was gonna be in here. I really didn't. I truly didn't know. And I feel like that redeem was designed to make me forget what I was doing. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's what happened. No, it wasn't? Okay. Well, then you're off the hook, I suppose. Now I have to figure out a way to, like... I have almost everything where I need it. The pain. The pain. It's very painful. Oh, God. Oh, my God, no. Oh, no. Okay, I need to start making some sacrifices here. Facepalm watching this. Look, it's very different when you're streaming, okay? When you're just like a person with your whole brain living your life, it probably wouldn't be like this. But I'm reading chat, I'm playing game, I'm trying to think of interesting things to say, and I'm slowly panicking on the inside and trying not to let that come outside. All of that at the same time results in quite the melange, and that's what you're treat to right now. You're welcome. Okay. All right. I need to figure out a way to get this out of my life. I need to get the 4 out of there. That's what I need to do. I'm just making this worse. Like, it's not getting better. It's just getting worse. Why do I only get 1? Studies show streamers have 50% of their brain off stream. They leave 50% of their brain off stream. I'm using all of my brain. I'm just using it in all the wrong places. I'm just, like, very married to the idea that I can do this without too much pain. Okay. Somehow I got that to work, but now I need to get number 4 up there as well. And that's, you know, painful in its own way. Wait, no, I just had 3 where I wanted it, and now it's gone again. Oh, sweetie. We might not be able to do this. I might just need somebody to get a guide up and tell me the exact buttons I need to press, because it's looking pretty bad. It's looking pretty bad right about now. Need a Dom. I need something. Someone telling me what to do? Oh, definitely, yeah. Man. Okay, it's getting there. It's slowly but surely getting there. It's like a hard cutout to you watching a play. It's not very nice. Not very nice, Meatloaf. Oh God, come on. Come on. Please. Okay, I need the 12 over there, though. That does not get the 12 over there. The 12 is getting further and further away. I'm getting so close, though. Look at it. It's almost done. It's almost finished, you guys. It's almost done. It feels so real. Then I can't get it the rest of the way. Just moving stuff in a circle now. Okay. Thank you for breaking up this torture. Thank you for redeeming Sega Papa Beatloaf. Appreciate you, buddy. Okay. See, but now 10 is too far away again. Pale's fighting for his life. Please pray for him. I'm not really. It's just like, I don't want to bore you guys to death, and I feel like that's kind of what's happening. So, it does kind of suck. You're not bored? Well, that's good. That's phenomenal. How did I get the top half done? That's the big question. Like, how did I pull that shit off? That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. Why can I not get this to go? tag White Oak in. I wish. You're really good at these. Do you know? I mean, okay, look, would you be able to like write out an answer for me going forward? Like what moves I have to make from this point where I'm standing right now? Would you be able to do that? Is that a possibility that you have inside of you? I tried earlier and I didn't see it. No! Okay, okay, I'm standing still. I'm standing still. This is the equivalent of me like toiling at opening a bottle and then someone coming in and opening it and me being like, well, I got it most of the way open. I mostly did it. The most frustrating thing too is like I'm sure you can, and now it's like being lost in the woods, right? Because what you're supposed to do when you're lost is you're supposed to stand still. You know, don't go anywhere because that makes it even harder to find you. But your instinct. Now, by over, what do you mean by over? You're going to have to use left and rights for me. Uh, you know, your instinct is going to be to try and find a way out while people find you. You know, because then you might find a way out and then people won't have to find you. And so my instincts are like, you know, while White Oak is working this out, I should try to keep solving this puzzle. But that's only going to make that impossible. So I just have to sit here, you know, with a PlayStation 5 controller and possibly my dong in my hand, hoping for a rescue. You know? I really wish I lived near you. I'd love to drive to your house to help you, but I'm also shit at slide puzzles. That's the other thing too. I'm just bad at them. You know, I'm the type of person. I don't know what you would call this, but I'm the type of person who would just pry all of these out and then put them in their correct order. You know, I'm like the Rubik's Cube guy that just like rips all the stickers off and then puts them where they're supposed to be. Because I don't have the patience. I don't. Okay, 13 right. 1. Well, I can only move right once, so. Okay, oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, 13 right. Okay, I got it. We're on the same page now. I see what you meant. I wasn't reading it properly the first time. Okay, where's my mouse? Okay, 9 down, 10 left. Okay. You guys are watching surgery right now. Okay. This is exciting. Dynamite Heady break. We're just going to play some Dynamite Heady for a while. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm very smart. I'm a very smart guy. 13 up. Okay. $11 left. This was the whole stream, you guys. This was it. It was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and this slide puzzle. That was the stream. That's what we got accomplished today. Holy shit. You're smart. You surround yourself with smart people so you can cover your weaknesses. That's right. That's right. That's what I do. Oh. Oh, man. Let's get another Sega in here. There we go. Just one for the road, you know. It fills me with the energy I'll need. All right, White Oak. I believe in you. 15 down. For free? Yeah, you know, every once in a while. Every once in a while, I'll press the Sega button. Sometimes I'll show my feet. Like, I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm a pretty nice guy. I feel like I need to get this shirt remade and take the controller out of it and replace it with like a hot dog or something. 13 right, 11 up. Okay. He doth spoil us peasants so. Yeah, well, you know how it is. You got to do right by other people if you want them to do right by you. I learned that. Learned that at a very young age. Not from either of my parents, but I learned it. Hey, dishwasher, welcome to the stream. I'm solving a puzzle right now. I love you too. I'm glad you're here. How's your day been? What have you been up to? Have you been solving slide puzzles? Have you come here to hold court? I'm frankly amazed that I got the first half done. Like, I'm looking at it and it doesn't even seem real. I'm making white oak solve it. You're right. So basically, you're creating gaps to rearrange the order. Yeah. It's been okay. Mostly been avoiding buddies due to competitive burnout. I feel you. What have you been in Quake, or what have you guys been playing? It's actually 7 Up. You see the confusion though. There's 7-Eleven. Beatloaf is the guy where like you're trying to count a large amount of something, and you're like 1003, 1004, and then he shows up and he's like 27, 18, 1, 56, 210. You know, like he's that guy. Quake and KOF. Okay. Think of the two bottom quads as spinning clockwise or counterclockwise. I can't. Well, I mean, I've been trying to think of it that way, but my mushy little brain won't let me do it. It's so little and mushy. That's why I need you to rescue me from myself. Oh, believe me, I thought of changing my name very closely to White Oaks and feeding you misinformation. You better be glad. No, don't get in the truck. You said you had the answers. Okay. This is impossible, you guys. It's impossible to solve this. It can't be solved. Podcast episode. Oh my god. Maybe I should just like throw myself into the sea, you know? Does that sound good? I mean, it's kind of depicted in the slide puzzle. It's looking awfully so left quad rotate 1 counterclockwise. I don't know what that means. Rotate 1 counterclockwise. Okay. So like that? Was that 4 moves? That was either 4 or 3 moves. Unbeatable game. Shame on Japan. It's just like Mahjong and Yakuza. Why do the Japanese have these impossible games? Leave the 9 down? Okay. Yeah. You guys remember that time where I was like walking around and taking pictures of ghosts and stuff? Did you know you do that in this game sometimes? Please don't stress. It's really not as bad as your mind is thinking. We're still entertained, I promise. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm not sure. Thank you. I just like it's the old Let's Player in me. I don't like leaving dead air, and I don't like playing game bad because then, what will the neighbors say? Okay, 13 left, 12 left, 14 up, 15 right. Okay, I've done it. Holy shit, Pip is here. Yeah, Pip Mimi's like just hanging on. We're both fighting for our lives right now. They're different battles, but it's the same war. I've been here the whole time. He gave us a free Sega. Yeah, well, I feel it's the least I could do. You really hoping you didn't fuck this up? If you did, you're no worse than me, honestly. It's totally fine. Totally, totally fine. 12 down. See if I can Sherlock this. 13 right. I can't believe that Koi Tecmo thought for even a second that this is something that people wanted to do. Pale, there's no pressure on you. The pressure is now completely on White Oak. No, there's no pressure on White Oak either. Worst case scenario, I I don't know. I don't know what the worst case scenario is. Oh shit. Okay. Uh, hmm. All right. We're going to Plan B. Plan C. And there was a comment earlier hoping that the puzzle resets. I hope so too. Fatal frame for slide puzzle solution. Left quad rotate 1 clockwise. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I did 4. You think you've got it though? All right, I'll keep this handy just in case. It'll also give me time to correct my spelling because I didn't spell it right. I mean, I did, but my phone disagreed that those were the letters that I pressed. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Yeah, man. Just showing that I'm a boomer everywhere. Everything I do. Leave the 11 up. I'm a goddamn, that's so Raven Simone. Let's see. If all else fails, you could always back out and see if it resets the puzzle, and if it does, you can watch someone else do it. Yeah, that was plan C. That's what I was queuing that up. Okay. Rotate equals each piece moves once. Oh, okay. 12 left. I see. It's because it's quad, so I always assume 4 moves. No, my hands. I'm naked. My hands are naked right now. I've put my trust in you, like Ka from the Jungle Book. Do you guys remember the Jungle Book? The first live-action Disney movie they did? Aren't you glad the Jungle Book exists? I am. Very glad. Trust in me. Oh, just in me. Close your eyes and trust in me. Copyright Disney, 1968. Ruined like 5 million furries. Don't trust me. I'm having a dumb. Should I look up the thing then? Are you giving me permission? Do I have the permission? This is a diabolical puzzle. This puzzle is just evil. This puzzle is more haunted than the entire orphanage. All right, I'm going. I'm doing. Yeah, see, I'm not alone. Sexy Wesky on Reddit has been stuck on this for 30 minutes. You know? So, yeah. Okay, let's see. We're going to get through this. Don't worry. You did it the wrong way around? Oh, don't worry. I did it the wrong way around like at least 10 more times. The ghost of our dignity. Yeah. Oh, this is a solver. I don't want to use a solver. Man, can't someone just tell me? Can't someone just take my baby hands and solve it for me? It just everyone's just trying to get me to download a solver. I don't want to download a solver. Poor sexy Wesky. Yeah, I agree. Sexy Wesky's having a hard time. All right, fuck it. I've got a video. I'm gonna watch the video. This is it. Wait, don't start yet. I have to full screen it on my phone. Why is this 5 minutes long? No, come on, no, dude. I don't want to watch someone else like struggle through it. I want like the big smart guy. Where's the one shot big smart guy one? I'm having trouble solving the puzzle of finding a way to solve this puzzle. Oh, Sly, did you get me something? Did you send it on Messenger or Discord? Probably Discord, right? Hang on. Maybe not. I don't see anything. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. Why isn't this orienting properly? Whatever. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna have to re-click the link. Best streamer on Twitch. Okay, pause. Full screen. Can you go into... You can't. You can't go into landscape mode. Okay, I see. This is... I wouldn't say purgatory. I wouldn't say it. It doesn't... Wait, it doesn't reset? Hang on. No, it does. It resets, right? Pretty sure. Hang on. Oh, it resets, just not in the same orientation. Hang on. Does it switch up every time? It looks like it switches up every time. Oh my god. Yo! Okay, no, look, this is illegal. This is some evil shit. This is something evil people did. Are you serious? I was like right at the finish line though. Oh, that's incredible. This is the devil's work. All right. Here's what's going to happen. All right. I just don't. You know, we've been joking for years. We've been joking for years about, oh, this is the stream. This is going to be the whole stream, you guys. You know, this is the one that breaks us. And then I managed to get through within like 10, 15 minutes, right? It's not usually so bad. I'm broken. I can't. I cannot do this on stream. I can't figure out the solve if you keep changing it. No, look. Did you download a solver? Wait, hold on, Frizzle. Did you download a solver? I was trying to change it until I maybe got the orientation that's in the video. If you have a solver handy, then I'll pull the screen back up, and we'll get through this as a family. But if not, then I'm going with Plan D. That really is a thing evil people do, and it makes no in-universe sense. Yeah, some ghost keeps shuffling everything. You have a solver if it would stop the ads? Okay, thank you. Frizzle to the rescue. Thank you for rescuing me, White Oak and Sly. I'm sorry that we're all drowning now, but the attempt to get me out from under the waves is much appreciated. You know, your efforts are not in vain. Holy shit. So what I was going to do was I was going to toddle my way back to a save point, or like just end the stream and then replay up to that point on Sunday beforehand, solve the puzzle, and pause the game before starting stream. That was my plan. Because I've been bested. I've been found wanting by a game. Finally. It finally happened. Slide puzzles. I never would have. And what's crazier to me still... Yeah, no, it's basically the fact that it's randomized, right? So then why are there even videos? I guess maybe people don't know that. I guess people just like record themselves solving it and then upload it, and they're like, this is going to help people. You know, with all of the best intentions. But alas. And to that end, I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense that people would recommend downloading a solver, because if it's random, then what else can you do? What else can a human do? My guess, because like, okay, the photo on the top right isn't like a perfect representation of the puzzle itself. So like the waves aren't like the exact shape and length from the photo, the drawing to the puzzle. So I'm assuming the piece we picked up goes on the very far bottom right, hopefully. It's all about the rotation, keeping in mind what you'll need to slide backwards or forward, especially clockwise and counterclockwise. See, I was kind of doing that when I was trying to solve it myself. It was like, I want to say like 35% dumb luck that I got the tiles in the order that I got them in, but I was trying to do like the rotating stuff, right? I was trying to move stuff in, but my brain doesn't really have that kind of bandwidth right now. So I was doing my best. Good gravy. The things. You know, no shade to the horror genre. I'm glad that they have puzzles. Not enough games have puzzles that really make you scratch your head. And this one probably isn't one of them, but it is to me. How's my week been? What day is it today? Tuesday? Do you mean like the last 7 days, or just like this calendar week so far? It's like building a snake. I could never build a snake. I think it does get harder if you refuse to rotate in 3 lines instead of 2. But I think it's doable. I pretty much was doing in 2 lines for most of it. It's kind of like Rubik's again, where when you are gun shy about messing up the stuff you did, it actually gets harder. Yeah, because like you see a part that's like where it's supposed to be, and you're like, I don't want to touch that because it's where it's supposed to be. You know, that part's done. But then you kind of find yourself in a position where you can't solve it anymore because you have to keep breaking your art, your completed art. Just the last 7 days. You know, a good level of candidness off the table. It's been okay. It's been a lot of like medical stuff, not like serious medical stuff, but just like, you know, with my eyes and what have you. This app is stupid and takes forever with constant 30-second ads. Well, you tried. You know, four of us crashed and burned into the sea once again. All right, that's it. That's fine. That's whatever. Okay, well, I'm not entirely certain if I can even leave the room now. Let's see if I can just leave. I'm not sure if there is a save point anywhere else. That's probably a book. I don't want to add anything else to the pile. But basically what I'm going to end up doing is I am going to do what I said I was going to do before. So we're going to end the stream very, very soon. And when we start the next Fatal Frame stream, I will be standing in that exact place, but the puzzle will have been solved. And we'll just pretend like I totally did that under my own strength, and we'll all applaud. If you find one that works, you'll let me know and we can revisit it. Yeah, I appreciate that, actually. If you do find one that's good, feel free to message me on Discord. And I appreciate the words of encouragement. This is incredibly embarrassing for me. What level of abused by capitalism you got to be to put ads on the slide puzzle solver? Yeah, it's pretty... Oh, the elevator's open. Okay, let's go down to floor 1, because I know there's a save point on floor 1. If you could leave, what would be the perfect fuck you after all this? If you couldn't leave, that would be the perfect fuck you after all this? Well, the elevator was closed before. We only spent 31 minutes, 34 minutes on it. We didn't even finish a level today. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's okay, guys. It's all right. We're going to come back with a fresh coat of paint. We're going to put on a different costume. See, she too has an evening dress. We're going to put the nightwear on. With the cat ears. There we go. And there. That's just gonna have to be the way it is, you know. You still enjoyed your time here? Well, I'm glad. I enjoyed the aspects of this. I'm glad that it's not like, you know, the end of the world. So, you know, if I can wake up tomorrow, then this basically went okay. That being said, thank you everyone for coming to the stream. I appreciate everyone who showed up. I super duper appreciate everyone who stayed even more. If you like me, please follow me, Pale_Voyager on Twitter. I upload VODs and stuff to the YouTube channel, also some other gaming clips that don't go up anywhere else. And you can join the Discord if you want to be part of the community and all that jazz. The next stream will be ostensibly, hopefully, I like the word ostensibly, I'm going to say it a lot, on Sunday, 3 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Eastern, where we will resume from the point of a completed slide puzzle. Until then, please take the sweetest care of yourselves. I will try to do the same. I probably will not have a nervous breakdown as soon as the camera turns off. Definitely probably won't do that. On Sunday, solve the puzzle. All that jazz, all that hymn. So yeah, let's let's try and raid somebody, maybe. Well, we got someone here named the world's cutest gamer. They're playing Sludge Life 2, and so that could be fun, you know. So we'll just go ahead and make ourselves their problem. I think might be Bryn Daniel might be might be the move. Thank you again for giving me your time, especially this time. Jesus, very very cool of you. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and that's it. Stream's over. Everybody out.